When we look at the physical world, objects are constantly starting, stopping, or changing direction. To understand why, we have to isolate the underlying cause. We have to define what force actually is in physical terms. At its most basic level, a force is an interaction. It is a push applied directly to an object, or a pull drawing it away. Applying a push or pull changes how an object moves. Think of a bicycle. Pedaling applies force. As you increase the push, the wheel spins faster. Continuously increasing force accelerates the bicycle. With extra input, it keeps speeding up. Force is the foundational mechanism that translates an interaction into a change in motion. Understanding a single force is the baseline. We now need to look at what happens when multiple forces interact with a single object at the exact same time. Imagine a stationary solid box with two identical forces pushing from opposite directions, applying the exact same pressure. Though continuous pressure is applied, unlike the bicycle where force created motion, here the forces work directly against each other. Based on this setup, will the object move left, move right, or remain completely still? Determining the answer here highlights the distinction between recognizing the presence of a force and knowing the actual physical result. Pause the video here, formulate your answer, and type your prediction into the Edward interface below. The Edward system analyzes your logic, providing targeted hints if your concept drifts. It guides you through the reasoning until the physical principle is clear. If you determined that the box will not move at all, your logic is correct. Because the two forces are perfectly equal and pushing in opposite directions, one entirely cancels the other out. The net force is zero. When competing forces are perfectly balanced, the physical state of an object remains unchanged. A push or a pull creates pressure, but it does not guarantee motion. We can now formalize the rules that govern these interactions in the real world. First, an unbalanced force can initiate movement in a stationary object. Second, applying force can increase or decrease an object's current speed. Third, equal and opposite forces resulting in perfectly balanced pressure will cause zero change in motion. Let's test these rules. Look at this stationary football and imagine a player kicking it. Map out how these three specific rules apply to that sequence of action. Using these rules allows you to logically predict physical behaviors in your environment. Type your breakdown of the football kick into Edward to verify your reasoning.